The WWE's next PLE Backlash is right around the corner, and say what you will, I know we haven't had much of a build. It's only been 3 weeks since WrestleMania, but I am excited for this PLE. I think we got some awesome matches in here, some awesome opportunities for a lot of storylines when you think about it. We got Cena's first championship defense. We got Dominik Mysterio's first championship defense on a PLE. Becky and Lyra, that's a huge match for the future of the women's mid-card. We have the US Championship match, which will tell us the future for these 4 individuals. And then, of course, Gunther versus Pat McAfee, which is a setup to something bigger. There's a lot here. It's going to be fun. It's going to be good. Let's get into my predictions for this, what I think is going to be surprisingly good PLE. First up, we have Gunther versus Pat McAfee. Don't worry, Goldberg will not be a part of this match. The whole world seems to think that Goldberg is going to show up at the end of this match and start his rivalry with Gunther, leading to his final match in the WWE. But I don't see it that way, because Goldberg versus Gunther will happen at a big PLE, either in Saudi Arabia or something like SummerSlam, which is not really soon. So I don't think we're there yet for the Goldberg match. But I tell you who is coming back, ladies and gentlemen, you heard it here first. Ilya Dragunov is my pick. I think Ilya Dragunov will return at the end of this match. I know he was injured, I know he's been out a while, but he seems like such a workhorse, and I feel like he's been rehabbing since day one. It's not impossible for Ilya to show up and start this very much anticipated feud with Gunther. And another little Easter egg here, if you've noticed in all the promotional graphics for Backlash, they all have red eyes. And I know that could just be part of the promo, part of the theme, but Ilya Dragunov, red eyes, come on. I feel like they're setting us up. That could be an insane pop. We all know this match is going to be a squash match. I think for the sake of Gunther, I want to see very little offense from Pat McAfee. If anything, a few roll-ups and whatever. I like that because it totally works. He's got some wrestling IQ. He's going to catch Gunther off guard, but I don't want to see him hurting Gunther or getting some close finishes. It's Pat McAfee. I love the guy. I might be his #1 fan, but he shouldn't have any offense here. Gunther's going to obliterate Pat McAfee in this match, but I wouldn't be surprised if Michael Cole got up from the announce table and tried to step to Gunther once or twice. I think that could be an exciting angle for them to take in this match, but it's definitely ending in a chokehold, and it's definitely ending in him holding the choke until the referee calls for the bell, and he's going to keep that chokehold in while the bell is ringing and ringing and ringing, and that is when we see Ilya Dragunov return, and we get a face-off. I don't know if we're going to necessarily get any action there, but a huge Ilya Dragunov return would be great, because I don't know if you remember how much momentum Ilya had when he was on the main roster. He was doing incredible, and I was so excited for him. Unfortunate that he got hurt, but I think this is where he comes back, and we get this awesome feud. Then we have Jacob Fatu defending his United States Championship against Damian Priest, LA Knight, and Drew McIntyre. This match will steal the show, and I'm not talking about the Fatal 4-Way action. I'm talking about Tonga Loa, man. Tonga Loa will be returning to the WWE during this match. For some reason, I just see it happening because I think there needs to be a middleman in this little tension between Jacob Fatu and Solo Sikoa. It's not going to be Tama Tonga because he's actually hurt. Tonga Loa, I think it's time for him to come back. And he's the GOAT of all GOATs, so this is going to absolutely steal the show. We know that for sure. But on the real, there's no way Jacob Fatu loses this match just 3 weeks after WrestleMania. He's going to have this title for a little bit, probably leading to a SummerSlam match against Solo Sikoa. That makes a lot of sense to me. I also think LA Knight has no chance to win this match. I also think Damian Priest has no chance to win this match either. Drew McIntyre is like the most realistic option, but he's also not winning. I do think this match, though, is where Drew McIntyre sets himself apart from this mid-card division. Not that the mid-card is bad. I mean, Jacob Fatu is a main event caliber guy, but Drew McIntyre is bigger than just the US title, and that's no disrespect. I think he's ready to be the guy and fight for the World Heavyweight title, but I don't think he wins this match. I think he's going to have a really strong showing. And also LA Knight, how long is he going to fight over this US title? He's had it, he's lost it, he's had it, he's lost it. I think it's time for LA Knight to move on to better things. Whether he loses and goes over to Raw and maybe fights for the IC title, or he starts fighting for a world championship, I'm not sure, but LA Knight and Drew McIntyre need to have a big impact in this match, and I do think it's going to end with one of them about to steal the match and win it all, and then Jacob Fatu absolutely moonsaulting the heck out of him. Maybe a little too similar to the Io Sky, Dominik Mysterio, Jeff Hardy match finishes. At the end of the day, let's be real, Jacob Fatu is winning. Not much to talk about here. Then we have Lyra Valkyria defending the Women's Intercontinental Championship against Becky Lynch. This has been the best build for any match on this card. The last 3 weeks between the two of them have been pretty great. Lyra going in, showing herself in a new way, a little bit more confident. Becky Lynch coming out swinging. I love her as a heel, by the way. She's been hilarious. She's been also very right in everything she's saying. I'm excited for this match. I think it has potential to be a really good one, but we all know how it's going to end. We all know Bayley's going to come out and save Lyra Valkyria. Not that she needs it, and that honestly might create some tension, because I'm sure Lyra Valkyria wanted to do this on her own, but I think Bayley's going to try to come in, be the nice guy, and, you know, cost Becky Lynch, of course, leading to Lyra Valkyria picking up the W, but some tension there leading to a triple threat match probably at the next PLE, which is Saturday night's main event or Money in the Bank, depending on when they do this. This is going to be good. Then we have Dominik Mysterio defending the IC title against Penta. For all the Dominik Mysterio fans out there, I got some great news. He's not losing this match. I really think Penta is ready to be a champion in the WWE right now, but Dominik Mysterio just won. It was the biggest pop of WrestleMania, low-key, so it's got to continue, and I think he's got a lot of storyline ahead of him, but I don't know where this match goes. There's so many factors involved here. You have Chad Gable, who's probably going to get involved. You have Finn Balor and the Judgment Day, who are probably going to get involved. Also, AJ Styles is now kind of in the mix. I would love to see a fatal 4-way, even a fatal 5-way at the next PLE between them. That would be exciting, but there's a lot of outside factors here. I doubt this is a straight up clean match between the two of them, but this is the biggest match of Dominik Mysterio's career. A 1v1 on a PLE defending his first ever Intercontinental title. It's going to be good, and I think he's going to pull out some tricks and have a phenomenal match. This is going to be fun no matter what. And then the main event, where John Cena defends the WWE Undisputed Championship against Randy Orton. I can't believe I'm saying that. I love it. I got a wild theory about this match, and the more I think about it, the more realistic I think it is. Saturday night's main event is in 2 weeks, and John Cena is advertised to have a match on Saturday night's main event. How much do you think they can build another feud in just 2 shows? I'm telling you right now, this match is going to end in a DQ. I know that's a popular opinion, but that is the reason why. There's no match for John Cena to have in just 2 weeks with another person. This is not going to end. John Cena, Randy Orton, this is not the last time this is happening. A lot of people are speculating a DQ finish between the two of them, paying homage to the moment where Randy Orton DQ'd himself against John Cena in a championship pay-per-view match back in the day. We're definitely seeing that again. It fits perfectly for the whole John Cena ruined wrestling thing. He's going to use all the tricks, whether that's DQs or interferences or whatever. He could even count himself out in this match and walk away. That would totally work. Now, I will say that's not going to just happen at the beginning of the match. I think they're going to have a full match, and it's going to be fun. It's going to be slow and methodical, and it's going to be nostalgic. We're going to love it, but I just can't see a 3 count in this match, and I think they're going to drag it to the Saturday night's main event because, again, 2 weeks, how are you going to build up another story for John Cena? It's got to just be a rematch between the two of them, which is why I don't think Cody Rhodes is going to show up on this show, because we're not going to have Cody Rhodes and John Cena at Saturday night's main event. That's a SummerSlam or Mania type match. I don't think we see Cody until Saturday night's main event or even further after that, but this is going to be fun. I'm going to enjoy every second of them in the ring together. But again, I know it's being billed as one last time. I think we're going to see it again in 2 weeks at Saturday night's main event. Let me know in the comments what you guys think about these predictions. I'm excited as all heck. I'm going to sit there like I was in 2006, 7, 8, 9, 10 and watch my childhood heroes, my 2 GOATs, go at it one last time. If you guys want to watch along with me, I'll be live for this PLE at twitch.tv/JTGilly or here on YouTube. So make sure you guys are subscribed and following. And of course, if you want to see all the clips and whatnot, follow my Instagram and TikTok accounts for all of the WWE content this weekend, because it's gonna be good. Actually, it's gonna be great.